Mobile.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by FanDuel. All customers get to choose their reward today on FanDuel. Use your reward on any home run bet and play your game. By Nissan. Hop into a Nissan Rogue and hit the road to adventure. Shop NissanUSA.com. And by the New York Lottery. Play today and start imagining your win. A lot of the overcast is gone. Sun shining through, some clouds overhead. But we are moving closer to baseball. The Tigers have taken the field. Casey Mize about to begin his warm-up routine. This is the Yankee lineup that he's going to face. Ben Rice will lead off, and he's the DH. Jason Dominguez in right, Cody Bellinger in left. Paul Goldschmidt at first base is going to clean up, and he cleans up against the Tigers. Look at those numbers in 24 career games. Jazz Chisholm Jr. without the lollipop. He's at second. Spencer Jones in center. Jose Caballero plays third base. Ryan McMahon is under the weather. That's why he's not playing against the right-hander. Austin Wells will catch, and batting ninth, the shortstop Anthony Volpe.
We see the numbers on Casey Mize. From an ERA standpoint, he's having an outstanding year, the best year of his career. But let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report. He fits the bill here, Michael. A huge outfield, spacious, not a lot of home runs hit. He's an extreme fly ball pitcher. He has a 1.27 ERA because of that at home. He's no longer neutral. His whole career he's been pretty neutral when it comes to left-right splits. He's dominating left-handed hitters. They're only hitting 162, where right-handers are hitting 271. And he's not the only one. I know there's a ton of talk that Scooble's a free agent at the end of this year. Are they going to trade him if they're not in it? Well, so is Casey Mize. And you would lose your #1 starter and possibly your #3 starter.
Take a look at the defense behind him, brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. And you've got Green, Vierling, and Malgiri making his major league debut in right field. Dylan Dingler, great at framing pitches. He's behind the plate.
We got some shadows again, Michael. Look at the transformer, the light towers. I think it's tough on the hitters early in the game.
First pitch is a strike, and we're underway. Alex McKay, the home plate umpire. The crew chief, Alan Porter, at first. Roberto Ortiz at second. And Jim Wolf is over at third. And a strike.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of backdoor sliders to left-handed hitters like that. He has the one that he throws up, which has got more sweep, and the one down has got sweep and depth. So it's two different sliders. And that one he throws up, you see a lot of hitters swing underneath it because they expect it to go down, but it doesn't.
And there goes Rice. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. He's down looking. And the man calling the strikes, Alex McKay. Let's take a closer look. The umpire scouting report brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Considered neutral. 53 pitches have been challenged, 31 overturned. More low strikes and fewer high strikes. Alex in his 7th big league season. There's Jason Dominguez. There's a strike.
Yeah, this is just a split finger. It doesn't really have the tumble like a Fernando Cruz's. It's more of kind of a changeup with a little dip, but the Yankees have seen 4 strikes and haven't swung yet. I wonder if they're picking up the ball.
The sun now has moved behind a cloud, so the shadows have gone away for the moment. Line drive, it's a base hit. Cutting over is Malgiri. He's going to play it off the wall. And Dominguez has a double with 1 out here in the first.
Yeah, that's really good to see because last year he was obviously very good against right-handed pitching. This year it's been a struggle, but he's trying to throw a sinker down and away. And you know what happens when the magnet under home plate drags it towards the middle, Michael? It gets hit hard, and that's exactly what happened there. Easy double.
Yankee offense has been dormant during the 3-game losing streak, scoring just 6 runs. Pitch outside to Cody Bellinger. And during the 3-game losing streak, they're 1 for 27 with runners in scoring position and hitting just .218.
When you look at their lineup without Stanton, Judge, and Grisham, that's like 40% of their home runs last year. So they're going to have to get hits with runners in scoring position to score 5 runs a game.
Runner goes to third. The throw to third. It gets past McGonigal and goes into foul territory. But Dominguez stays put at third with the Yankees' 82nd stolen base and Dominguez's 4th.
I think it might have hit off his head, his helmet. And it kind of stunned him, because if he would have got up right away, he's out if he catches it. And he kind of caught a break, but it hits off him. No. Oh, the helmet goes over his eyes, I see. And then it hits the arm of the third baseman. He got kind of blinded.
That forces the Tigers to bring the infield in for Bellinger. 2-0 count.
You know, I love the Yankees' aggressiveness, but that aggressiveness there, I mean, he was fortunate that McGonigal didn't catch that, because he's out. It is so much easier for a catcher to throw to third with a left-handed hitter. You're so much quicker because you don't have to avoid the hitter.
See if they green light him on 3-0. And it's ball 4. Yeah, if he caught the ball,
he's out.
Was out.
Yeah. And he did not have one of those, you know, shuffle, jump into it and take off. He took off from a complete standstill, and that's why it was so close.
Well, now with a runner on first base, the Tigers will back up for the double play. Paul Goldschmidt's at the plate.
These situations, Michael, he loves that big hole between first and second. Seen him hit it there a lot.
Fly ball right field, shallow, coming on Malgiri. Tagging is Dominguez. Catch is made, and he's going to stay right there as the throw is cut off by Torkelson. So in his first big league game, he's tested right away, and they must have a scouting report. He's got a pretty good arm.
Yeah, I looked in the minor leagues. He had 3 assists this year in the outfield, Michael, and that's more than any one of their outfielders has. So obviously he has a decent arm, and he's pretty accurate. Just wasn't deep enough. Right idea, fly ball to the outfield, just wasn't deep enough.
So here's Jazz Chisholm. We detailed in the open that Aaron Boone did not appreciate Chisholm having a lollipop in his mouth during the 5th inning on the field. He spoke to Chisholm about it, but that conversation remains private. He says it's not going to happen again.
Okay, but was it a lollipop or a blow pop?
It was a blow pop.
Yeah.
It's in the lollipop family.
Just has gum instead of Tootsie Roll.
Yep. Joe, you know this better than anybody. The stuff that comes across a manager's desk. I mean, imagine Aaron Boone woke up yesterday and didn't think I was going to deal with a player that had a lollipop in his mouth in the field.
I think that's why it's irritating for a manager. Not so much that it's a lollipop, but you have to answer about the lollipop. And you want to answer about other things that are more important.
2-1.
What they need is they need him to get hot is what they need, because he has the ability to put up a lot of home runs, driving a lot of runs very quickly. 5 home runs in the month of June, and you want to keep him swinging the bat and driving the baseball.
2-2.
Yeah, his splitter has more depth than it did when he pitched in Houston. In Houston, it was really, really flat. And he's coming off a right groin injury. He's been on the IL twice this year with it. And that was his first start, and he wasn't very sharp. And you wonder, like, does that come into play pushing off? Does it affect his pitches?
First and third. 2 outs, top of the first. 2-2 count on Jazz. And the count now full. So that releases Bellinger at first.
Yeah, Torkelson should get behind Bellinger because Jazz is a pull hitter. Give himself some more room to field the ground ball.
There he goes. And there's the ground ball. He fields it, steps on the bag, and that'll do it. No runs ahead. 2 men left. Yankees nothing, and the Tigers coming to bat.
Jack.
The Yankees put an 0 for 2 on the board with runners in scoring position in the top of the first. Now This is the lineup that Carlos Rodon's going to face. McGonigal, Dingler, and Vierling at the top of the order. Then Green, Torkelson, and Jones in the middle. Lee, McKinstry, and Malgeri, the bottom of the order.
Carlos Rodon, after the first 2 starts, has pitched extremely well. Walks are a little bit up this year, the highest rate, but his Ks are up too, so that's a good thing. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report. As I said, the last 5 starts, he's pitched to an ERA of 2.89, the first 2, 5.63. He's a little bit different this year. He's relied more on his fastball. Hitters are hitting 147, where last year his slider and changeup were the dominant 2 pitchers. And let's turn the table. He has not had much success against this Tiger team, and as a Yankee, he's 0-4 with an 8.53 ERA.
Here's McGonigal. Jumps on the first pitch and fouls it back.
Michael, where we're sitting today, I feel like I got a chance to get a ball in.
You think so?
I've never had one come in the booth.
And will you go after it?
No.
Okay. So you'll pick it up.
Yeah, once it stops rolling.
O'Neill is of the same mindset. He said, I've caught a lot of baseballs. I don't need to catch one without a glove.
I don't need to prove it to myself.
One and two on McGonigal.
McGonigal has hit the fastball off of lefties to the tune of 321. But the breaking ball, not so much. If there's a weakness, he does not hit the left-handed breaking ball great yet. Hitting only 150.
Tigers have won 4 in a row. And that one is spanked into center field. Spencer Jones is there and puts it away. Check out the entire Yankee defense, brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Now, Jose Caballero is playing third. He's our Car Shield defensive player profile. Take a deeper look. It's his 3rd start this season at third base. He plays all over, and the interesting thing that if the man was healthy, Caballero was a shortstop, and Volpe would have been out of the lineup today. There's Dingler. Hits sharply, and nice play there on the glove side by Jazz Chisholm. 2 away.
Good thing it didn't hit that little camera out there, Michael. Did a bad hop. This ball's hit pretty hard. Jazz very smooth, and I liked how he turned his body to give himself a little bit more depth and catch it on a good hop. Knows he's got plenty of time. Catcher's running.
Here's Matt Vierling.
So you might ask, why is a guy hitting third, hitting 199?
Why is a guy hitting third, hitting 199?
He hits left-handers. That's why. And he's had a lot of success in his career. An 832 OPS this year.
Now, strangely, last year the Tigers dominated lefty starters, 25-17. This year they're 9-15 because their right-handed batters have struggled this year.
You're absolutely correct. Jahmai Jones has really struggled and was great last year. Gleyber Torres has really struggled. He's not in the lineup because he's hurt. He's hitting about 120 off of lefties, and those are 2 big bats that they had last year.
Three and one.
Yeah, that looked like a pretty good pitch to me.
Pitcher's challenging.
And that's going to be challenged by Wells, and it's presented by T-Mobile.
Call is overturned. New York has 2 challenges remaining.
So a successful challenge. So from 3-1 it goes to 2-2. Now 3-2.
And that's the other thing that I've seen a little bit more than I have than I did last year. His changeup's cutting a little bit more. He just doesn't quite have the same feel. on his off speed that he did last year.
Chop toward short. Nice hop for Volpe across the diamond. And Rodon retires the Tigers in order 1, 2, 3. We go to the second. One or more home runs is listed at plus 600.
I kind of like this matchup a little bit because he doesn't pitch up in the zone a ton. He will with his slider a little bit. Throws in a lot of breaking balls. And I think Spencer's had some pretty good swings at breaking balls that are strikes. Kind of like this matchup, Michael.
Big cut. Since being recalled, hitting .320, so .218 overall. 2 homers and 7 ribbies, playing primarily against righties. And quickly 0-2. Just missed outside 1 and 2. Playing the pull in the infield. Upstairs.
A little?
Just a bit.
Yeah, he tried to go where he went early in the count where he got him to swing and miss. Just a little bit too high.
Strike 3. Jones down looking. Let's take a look at Casey Mize's arsenal. Statcast 3D by Google Cloud.
Yeah, he's mostly 4-seam slider and split. Throw a few sinkers into right-handers and the slurve, a few to right-handers as well. But his 3 pitches are the 4-seam slider and split.
This is Jose Caballero. Take a look at the Buick League leaders, brought to you by your local Tri-State Buick dealers. ERA leaders this year in the American League. Cam Schlittler first by a lot. Then Walbert Arena of the Angels. And Casey Mize. One and one.
So the issue with Caballero last week, I don't think that he's changed what he's doing.
No, he was trying to pressure the umpires to enforce it because he doesn't want to be the one who says he's not looking at me. So that's what that was all about.
There's the sinker, the occasional sinker that he's thrown the slurve and the sinker to him that he throws to right-handed hitters. But like he was within the rules.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand why there was such an issue.
High pop-up. McGonigal will put it away. 2 down here in the second. Now Mize will face Austin Wells. Pitch is high.
I feel for this kid because it seems like nothing is really going right for him offensively when you look at like where he makes contact, same as last year.
High fly ball right field drifting over Malgiri. He runs out of room. It's in the seats.
His strikeout race basically the same. His hard hit is basically the same. His strikeouts are the same, and it just his walk rate is up a lot. It's just nothing is panning out for him. And what he has to be careful is that he just tries to improve a little bit each month, where you don't try to get it all back at one time. I mean, if I could make one suggestion, I think at times he's late on the fastball, and he's a fastball hitter, and he's got to get on time for it.
The 1-2. Popped up on the left side. Coming on is Green, and he'll put it away, and the Yankees go down in order against Mize, and we go to the bottom of the second. Riley Green's going to lead out the bottom of the second, and it's time for Mel to say,
How about that?
how about that? Riley's dad, who helped craft his left-handed swing, also had him golf and bowl left-handed to protect those mechanics. Now he makes a buffalo chicken dip. That's a Tigers clubhouse favorite, and he guards the recipe closely. And frequently gets confused on social media with the country music star Riley Green, who has no E. Right, Mel?
How about that?
Yeah.
So, do you eat dip? Yeah, you don't eat condiments, no?
No, I'm not a dip guy. You seem like a dip guy.
Yeah, I like it.
Good dip.
In facing Riley Green and watching Riley Green, I almost feel like, see the home runs, 8th in the NL since 2024, 36 last year. He sits breaking ball on left-handers. So Carlos got to be careful with his breaking ball. And Coney would say, who's breaking ball?
Mm-hmm. Last season, 36 homers, 111 runs batted in for Green. But he did strike out a lot, 201 strikeouts. That led to the American League. He's 25, and it's already his 5th big league season. So 3-0. 3-1. He was the first Tiger left-handed hitter to get to 100 ribbies before September since Rusty Staub in 1978. There's ball 4. First base runner for the Tigers.
Well, he walked twice yesterday. He was 1 for 2 with a home run and walked twice. He's 7th in the AL in on-base percentage. His leadoff hitter's 6th, and you can see why. He takes his walks.
Here's Spencer Torkelson. He's had back-to-back 2-hit games after going 4 for 31 over his previous 9. Important cog in the Tiger order. Right back to Rodon. It's a double play. Quick hands and a quick reaction.
Wow, that was quite a play there. I didn't expect him to make that play. A lot of times they're just trying to get out of the way. He sticks his glove up, makes a really accurate throw. Quick throw. Hey, well, that's turning a double play, Michael. Keeps the pitch count down, too.
Jones swings and misses. Jones has had such a rough season that all weekend, when they were playing the White Sox, had sellout crowds here. He got booed vociferously. He said he never heard an entire home stadium boo a player like that. And he beat out an infield ground ball in the 9th inning that ended up tying the game on Sunday. And he said, as he was running to first, please give me a hit. It's Father's Day.
And he is a new father. He has a child that's about 1 year old.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good gift right there.
And it was the fastest he'd run to first all year.
It was 29.7 or something.
Yep.
He's usually in the 28s.
And he goes down swinging, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, and because of the double play, nobody left. We go to the 3rd.
Welcome back to Comerica Park as we head to the top of the 3rd. Michael, you already mentioned it earlier. Tigers right fielder Ben Malgiri is making his major league debut tonight. And while that name may not sound all that familiar to people at home, it is very familiar to Cam Schlittler, who played baseball with Malgiri at Northeastern. They actually won the Colonial Athletic Association Championship back in 2021. Now, Cam said he was psyched when he heard that he was getting the call up today. Had an opportunity to speak with him out in the outfield. Told him not to be too nervous when he's out there getting his first at-bats, some first as a big league player, but said he is such a great guy. He is proud of the fact that some Northeastern guys are making it in the big leagues. And Michael, I know you're curious, how did those two do in that championship? Well, Malgiri 2 for 5 with 2 home runs, including one in the 9th inning to send it to extras. They eventually won that game 11-10, and Cam Schlittler came in relief, pitching 2 1/3 scoreless, striking out 3 in the process. Both were part of the all-tournament team. Pretty cool.
I'll tell you what, it's a great thing for the Northeastern program. So it's the second player from the 2021 Huskies team to make the big leagues. Schlittler and now Malgiri.
Yeah, that's impressive because that's a smaller program, a smaller school, but it just goes to show you can make it from anywhere. I mean, that's the thing. You think about Ben Rice from Dartmouth.
Well, Joe, I'm glad you mentioned that because he actually played against him in summer league ball up in the Northeast, so Ben Rice knows him as well.
Rice struck out looking on 3 pitches in the first inning. Count 1-1 here with a runner on first. Anthony Volpe continues his hot stretch. Now 14 for his last 31 in his last 11 games.
Yeah, you look at Volpe at first base, and you look at Mize. Base runners are 3 for 6 in stolen base attempts. And you look at their catcher, Dylan Dingler. He has one of the best arms in baseball, but his transfer is slow, and it's why he's not more successful throwing runners out. Gary Tuck, the longtime catching coach, always said, get the ball in the air. You know, get it in the air as quick as you can because the ball travels quicker than your body. And Dingler relies on arm strength.
Runner goes. Go to second, not nearly in time. Stolen base for Volpe, his 7th of the year.
Yeah, 7 for 9. Michael, he has been successful. He gets a really good jump, a good slide. He's able to hold on to the base. The high throw by Dingler allows him to be safe.
And he won in feet first.
And we like that because you can hold on to the bag a little better.
2-2 on Rice. Runner at second now, nobody out. Popped up, left side. Green coming on. Green will make the play in shallow left. 1 away.
You see Ben Rice is frustrated that he was not able to at least move him over. And we've talked about Mize as an extreme fly ball pitcher, only about 33% ground balls. He's got 1 ground ball out tonight so far. The rest have been fly balls.
Here's Dominguez, doubled in the first. Now Volpe would like to get over to third with 1 out, but as Joe mentioned earlier, there's a lefty batter at the plate, makes the throw much easier for Dingler.
And it's not like Mize is really slow to home plate.
Fouled away.
You got the shortstop playing basically behind Volpe, so at any point they could put a pick off. If you start hopping, they could do where the catcher drops his glove when he sees him hopping. Zach McKinstry's the shortstop tonight, so you got to be careful you don't get picked off here or thrown out at third.
That's his best fastball of the night, early night, 96 miles an hour.
Man, he was a little bit tardy.
And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the splitter. And that'll bring up Bellinger. Play FanDuel's Daily Dinger for free every day for a chance at a profit boost if your selected player hits a home run. And here are the featured home run odds for today's players. Just saw Dominguez, he's plus 800. Now you're looking at Cody, he's plus 650. And a strike.
Cody is 1 for 6 off him in his career with a home run.
He walked in the first inning. Volpe remains at second now with 2 outs. And quickly 0-2 on the Yankee left fielder. Crowd looking for a strikeout. And Bellinger just gets a piece to stay alive. Mize 29 years old, 6 big league season. Swing and a miss, waved at it. Yankees 0 for 3 in that inning with runners in scoring position. Hey, it's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Tonight's picture is of Kylie, who loves the chicken bucket ice cream almost as much as she loves her Yankees. It is good. The chicken bucket is good. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. You have good taste, Kyle Swift. You really do.
You really like those, don't you?
They're really good. Really good. They're a very popular item at the stadium. Here's Lee. Pitch is low from Rodon. Yankee offense continuing to struggle. They've had opportunities. And you wonder when a team is struggling in those situations if it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy where you tighten your grip on the bat a little bit more in those spots.
It can be guys trying to do too much and getting that one big hit to try to get your team going, and you just got to make sure that you stay with your process and you do what you do as a hitter. You have a scouting report on the pitcher. You know what he's going to do to you for the most part. Don't try to do something that you're not capable of doing.
Lee fouls it back. Joe mentioned yesterday, Lee does not get cheated on his swings.
He's been better since he's been recalled. He's hitting .333 in about the last 10 games, where he hit .205 the first 32 games. So he's starting to figure it out a little bit.
Bloop right side. On the run is Goldschmidt, and it falls in foul territory. Couldn't get there. So much foul territory here at Comerica Park.
So Michael, it's been a long time since I've been there. But did the old Oakland have more foul territory than us? It did.
Yeah.
God, there seems to be an awful lot here.
Well, they had to fit the Raiders football field there. The Lions play across the road at Ford Field. 2-2. Chop foul. It makes it very difficult, and it did with the A's too, for the home team player to win a batting title.
Yes.
Because you're going to get a lot of outs that would have been foul balls in the seats. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Swings over the slider. The Yankees got a double play because of the quick hands of Carlos Rodon. The Powerball double play. Double your play with Powerball double play for just $1 more. Try it today, New York Lottery. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that was quick, Michael.
Here's Zach McKinstry. 0 for 17 this year against left-handed pitching.
I said it last night, and I thought he was going to get a hit, and I was going to get blamed for it because he was 0 for 16. But fortunately, that was not the case. So now it's on you.
Can I quote the great John Sterling?
Yes, please do.
He would tell anybody that would say something like that, If I can control what happens on the field with my voice, I'm vastly underpaid. It'll be a 2-1. That's a line drive into center field. I guess you're going to blame me. A base hit for McKinstry.
Well, you got to figure at 0 for 17, you're due, right, to get a base hit. It's a breaking ball, the slider, and I talked about the slider. Some of them have not had as much depth as they've had last year, and I think that's why you're seeing hitters have a little bit more success and not swinging over the top of it. It's about a 100-point difference between this year and last year. Hitters this year hit 222. Last year they hit 133.
There's the first big league at bat for Ben Malgeri. And he gets a base hit in his first at bat on the first pitch. McKinstry will go to third, thrown out in time, and Malgeri will get that baseball. He has a batting average of 1,000.
He was crushing lefties in the minor leagues this year at 323 with an OPS over 1,000. Had 5 home runs, 9 total. And he gets a fastball out over the plate, high above his waist, but he smokes it to right field. What a great feeling for a player. And he's not like he's a 22-year-old kid. He's been in the minors for a little bit. He's worked his way up. First hit, that's special, Michael.
26 years old. First and third, 1 out. Back to the top of the order in McGonigal. Checks the swing on a pitch outside.
Here it is again, this fastball that's up out over the plate. He smokes a line drive, and look, everyone is so excited for him. You see Torkelson, they all remember what it was like. I got my first hit off of Floyd Yeomans in 1989, opening day, my first at bat in the big leagues. And they give you the ball, obviously, but they gave me a fake ball. And they wrote on it 19 hopper through the infield where 3 guys dove for it.
No 1-1. 1-2. It must be so nice to get it out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Trey Cruz was sent down to make room today for Malgeri, and he went 0 for 3 in his first game and 0 for 2 after that. So he's still sitting on an 0 for, and he got sent back down.
Yeah, and you wonder if you're ever going to get another chance. His numbers in the minor leagues have not been great. He was a switch hitter that didn't really hit left-handers as well as he hit right-handers.
One, two.
We talked about it yesterday. His pitch recognition is so good. He just doesn't chase. Not a lot. And if he does chase, it seems like it's up, but he's able to hit it. He only chases about 18% of the time, where Major League average is 28.5. And this is a guy that doesn't know any of the pitchers.
Two. The word is the most difficult thing for McGonigal so far is he can't stand losing. It's just very difficult for him, and they did a lot of losing in May.
And that's a problem?
It's a great thing.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing.
Hanging in there, tough pitches from Carlos Rodon. Check out Coors Banquet Start Your Legacy on Kevin McGonigal. On base percentage 6th in the American League. Double 17, tied for 7th. 3rd in WAR behind Bobby Witt and Cam Schlittler. Tied for 6th in defensive run save. Two. Ooh, up and in. Here comes the runner, and he's going to score. Malgeri moves to second. Pitch up and in off the glove of Wells. And McKinstry comes in from third. It's 1-0 Tigers.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to run a sinker in, and he just leaves it up, and it just gets away from Austin Wells, and they're able to score on that. You see the good jump by McKinstry. He's a good base runner. Pretty good speed. You can see that ball just take off. He's trying to go down and away with the sinker, not even in.
Malgeri is at second. One man out. 3-2 count on McGonigal. Popped up on the right side. Goldschmidt will make the play, and Malgeri stays put at second. So here's Dylan Dingler.
Yeah,
good changeup.
If there's a pitch that I think you have to be careful with Dylan Dingler here, is that slider down and in. You cannot throw it for a strike. He has very good swings on those. You got to throw it either in off the plate at his back foot, or I would even try backdooring his slider, but careful down and in.
Dingler, 18 home runs. So 2 changes, and the count 0-2 on Dingler. Do it again?
I would. I try to bounce it right on home plate.
Line drive, it's a base hit to left field. It was a changeup, but it was up. Malgeri scores. It's an RBI single for Dingler, and it's 2-0 Tigers.
It's not a bad pitch to me, Michael. It's below the zone, but the third one in the row, he made the adjustment, and I didn't think that he would, but he did, and he did a really good job of going down into his legs and not going forward. His 56th RBI. He only had 57 last year. He's already got 56, and that's number 22 in the month of June.
So he probably wanted to bounce it or get it a lot lower, so it was up. It wasn't, as you said, it wasn't a terrible pitch. It was a pretty good piece of hitting.
And I think it tells you how he feels about his slider too. And I said you got to be careful going down and in for a strike with the slider, but I don't think he feels that he has a great feel for it yet like he did last year, and it's probably why he stayed away from it. He's a good fastball hitter too, Dingler, so he decided to go for the third one in a row, and it just didn't work out.
There's Matt Bierling, 2-0 Tigers, bottom of the third inning. One and 0. Popped up on the right side. Goldschmidt in foul territory. Gets there to make the play, and that'll do it. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 man left. He played 3, 2-0 Detroit. The ultimate goal of an MLB fan? Well, seeing it all. The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile is the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Yes, all 30. Go to MLB.com/Journey to 30 sweeps. Paul Goldschmidt leads off the 4th inning. Takes a pitch outside from Casey Mize. 2-0 Tigers.
A great June for Paul Goldschmidt coming into today, hitting .342 with 6 homers and 18 RBIs.
High fly ball. Bierling is there and puts it away.
Did you notice what Bierling did there?
Waved his arms.
Yeah, okay, I'm thinking who else is going to catch it, but understand you got a First-time right fielder out there. There's probably a little excitable in Ben Malgeri, and he's like, "Oh no, stay where you are. I got this." He's gonna wave, like, okay, that's pretty much dead center almost. I don't think he's coming to get it, but he's making sure.
Here's Jazz Chisholm Jr. And a strike. Runners on first and third. 2 outs in the first inning, and Jazz grounded out to first and the inning. Last 14 games, he's 9 for 48, but an OPS of 823. He has 10 walks and 4 home runs and 9 ribbies during that time, so the batting average is not good, but he is doing some damage. He has 11 home runs and 31 ribbies, and before the game, Boone says, "I expect more. I expect him, he could be one of the better players in the game. I expect more than that from him." And there's a base hit to right field. He has 23 stolen bases, so let's see if he goes.
23 for 27. This is a split that's just up. And those are the ones that are saying, "Hit me, hit me, hit me." It's the ones that are down that are trouble. You see the baggy pants. You see him get through this baseball. Just waits. And he's got such quick hands. It's really unbelievable. I believe that he can hit anybody's fastball.
Here's Spencer Jones. 1-0. Jones struck out looking in the second. Boone said that he likes Spencer Jones' approach. He says, "I like the at-bats. I like the identification of the pitches and the plan that he has up there." So he's not that worried about the numbers that aren't jumping off the screen just yet.
I think the biggest thing is he's got to lay off the high fastball. That's what gets him into trouble. And it gets all hitters into trouble. It looks really good. It's the closest ball to your eyes, and it's just really hard to catch up to, especially with an uppercut. He has to be really careful and learn to lay off that pitch.
Runner goes, and that is a base hit through. Jazz slipped, fell down, got back up, and the throw comes into second as Chisholm will go to third. So base hit for Spencer Jones.
Yeah, you hope Jazz is all right as he's going around second. He peeks to find the ball, and he just hits the bag. He tried to avoid the ball hitting him, and then he doesn't look at the bag to see where to touch it, and he's lucky he didn't hurt an ankle really badly. He laughs about everything, though. That had to hurt.
I wonder if they're going to throw to second. Did you think he touched the bag?
I did.
You did, okay.
Yeah. And I think you have to do it before you call timeout.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
The left foot.
He slid across second is what he did.
And for those that might not know, the bags are rubberized. You know, in Little League, it's not like that, but they're rubberized. So if you hit it just the right way with your spikes, you're going to slip.
Buck Showalter has been really strong about they need to change the texture of the bases because players get hurt, especially if it's raining a little bit, just a little mist, or it's really humid. They're really slippery.
Spencer Jones has 1 stolen base. He's at first and third with 1 out. Yankees have not been great in these situations of late. An opportunity to make things right here. You know, Boone was explaining that the other day. He said, I always get asked these questions when it's like a 1 for 20. He said, listen, if you hit 250 with runners in scoring position as a team, you're doing well. He said, that means you're making out.
Yeah. 3 out of 4 times.
Yeah.
The Yankees coming into this series were 12th at 255, and they're 1 for 10 so far in this series. So it's going to drop a little bit, but like you're saying, it's around 250, and that's 12th in baseball.
(0-2) on Caballero, who popped up to third in the second.
You got to remember the major league average is only around what, 240, 245.
First and third, 1 out. Yankees down 2-0. We're in the fourth. Runner goes, and that one is chopped to third. McGonigal thought about coming home. He takes the out at first. Scoring is Chisholm. Moving to second is Jones. It's an RBI for Caballero, and the Yankees have a run. It's 2-1 Tigers.
Yeah, by Spencer being in motion, it eliminates the double play, and McGonigal had to charge it hard. He wouldn't have been able to go to second probably anyway, and realizes this is a really tough play to make on the run to try to go home to get Jazz Chisholm. Smart play. That's the other thing for a young infielder that has mostly played short in his life. He makes good decisions everywhere.
And you can see he made a peek toward home plate to see if he had a chance at Jazz, and realized he didn't. And then you have to get rid of it quickly because Caballero can get down the line. So here's Wells. 0-1. (0-2) on the Yankee catcher.
See what I'm saying, Michael? He's late on the heater, and that's not who he is. I feel like he is in between. He hit a fastball into left field his last at bat, and he's just a tick late.
Dribbled slowly off the mound, Mize, and he tags Wells on the way by. But the Yankees get a run on 2 hits and 1 man left. Time to check out tonight's injury report, brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Ali Sanchez placed on the paternity list today. Now, he's hit on the hand yesterday. X-rays and CAT scans on the right wrist negative. Exited last night's game in the 7th. This didn't look great when it happened, Joe.
No, and it hit like direct. It didn't skim off. It didn't hit any padding, and we were worried about him, and he did leave the game. It's good to see that the X-rays came back negative. Did you see him walking off with the trainer and Aaron Boone?
So J.C. Escar is actually active tonight with Sanchez on the paternity list. Yankees get a run back. It's 2-1 now Tigers, bottom of the fourth. It'll be Green, Torkelson, and Jones. Green walked in the second inning.
He's had 5 plate appearances so far in this series and has walked 3 times.
He credited his good season last year to being in better shape. He said, I really watched what I ate. I worked out. He said, I love my Chick-fil-A, but I set a record low for how many times I ate it. 3 times, that's it. That one's way inside, goes all the way to the backstop as Green walks again.
4 walks in 2 days, and he is a guy that walks more than league average, but again, trying to throw a sinker down and away and leaves it up and in for ball 4.
I thought that was impressive, Alex McKay getting his head out of the way.
Yeah. Would you have reacted that quickly?
No, I would have gotten smashed right in the face mask. Yeah. Because you want to hang in there as long as you can, right?
Catcher would appreciate because the ball would have been dead.
Yep.
No, it wouldn't have been dead. You might have had to chase it a little further.
I would have been dead.
You think he eats his dip? Look, well, he starts moving, Michael.
Yeah.
You think he ate his dip much? The famous dip that he had?
You know, that's a great question. Maybe that'll be tomorrow's. How about that?
Does he make it low fat?
Can you make a dip low fat?
Oh, yeah.
What, are you really getting a good dip then? Don't you need a load of fat to be good?
Michael, you can easily do that. Use like Greek yogurt, non-fat yogurt.
But
make
is
dip.
it as good?
Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, Michael.
All right. Well, I'm not a dip guy. What can I tell you? I don't know. 3-0.
The question is, have you ever been called a dip?
We're called a lot of things. I don't know if a dip is one of them. Let's see if they green light Torkelson on 3-0. Green has 1 stolen base. And a strike. Torkelson line one back to Rodon. Turned it into a 1-3 double play in the second. Fouled away. So now the count full. Hit sharply, foul. Swing and a miss. Goes upstairs to try to get the fastball and misses. 1 away.
Yeah, his four-seamer has been really good this year, and it has that extra life, that extra jump. It has more carry this year, and hitters have not been able to catch up to it.
Jones swings and misses.
Jahmai Jones last year, one of the reasons they brought him back, hit .288 with a .970 OPS off of lefties. 140 at bats. This year he has really struggled. 167, but his 2 home runs are off of left-handers.
That one is right back to Rodon. Fields fires, gets him as Green moves to second. Nice play by Rodon.
He has to charge this ball hard. He has to take the short hop, pick it, and make an accurate throw. Talking about Jones beat that hit out on Sunday. I mean, he can really run. He's peeking back to see if he catches it. Sets his feet. That's the most important thing. He set his feet and made an accurate throw.
Runner in scoring position. Here's Lee, who struck out in the third. Lined into left field. It's a base hit. Riley Green rounds third. Coming up throwing is Bellinger. Here's the throw. Here's the play at the plate. He's out. Cody Bellinger threw a strike to Wells, who applied the tag on Green to end the inning.
Well, you see him charge this ball hard. He makes a really accurate throw. A one-hop, easy for Austin Wells to catch and put the tag on Riley Green. Great play.
Well, Riley Green ran on Cody Bellinger, who's a pretty good left fielder.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. Does not get a huge lead or secondary. Here you can see the secondary, and it's not great. He's an average runner at best, and Cody gets to the ball so quickly and gets it in the air. The good one hop. It's never good, Michael, when you have dirt on your back as a player. He was rolling all through the dirt, but you can see Cody. Cody's so accurate. His 4th assist in the outfield this year.
1-0 on Volpe, leading up the 5th inning. And he's challenging, or the Tigers are challenging that pitch. And they get it right.
Ball's overturned. Detroit has 2 challenges remaining.
Volpe singled in the 3rd inning. Hitting .277. and an on-base percentage of .382.
That's the part that I love, Michael. And early on, he took a ton of walks and swung the bat decent. Then in the middle, he went through a hard time. Well, he's hot again. And it's important that, that he gets on base because like Jazz and like Caballero, he speeds it up for the defense. He speeds it up for the pitcher, the catcher. And with so many guys hurt that have so much power, it's easier to score runs when you have speed.
And another base hit for Volpe. So he's 2 for 2, leading off with a single here in the 5th.
2 for 4 last night, 2 for 2 tonight. And Paul O'Neill's saying, yep, that's what I love. Just hit those line drives. And what it is, it's a controlled swing. And he just drops the barrel of the bat on the ball. It's middle in, and he's able to hit it the other way. Just a beautiful swing.
7 stolen bases for Volpe. Here's Rice. And a strike from Mize.
Yeah, that's the pitch that he has not recognized. He has not recognized that backdoor slider. He's thrown him a number of them in his 3 at-bats so far tonight.
So the latest All-Star voting has come out.
Yeah, I didn't like this, but go ahead. I know what you're going to say.
Vlad Guerrero with 1,458,000 plus votes, and Ben Rice 882,000 plus votes. And Vlad readily admits he's not having a good season.
Yeah.
So,
but it's the fans' game, right?
But yes. So
his
they'll be the
reputation.
starter, and also the whole country votes for Vlad.
Yes.
And it's not about attendance because you could vote online. It's not like you have to go to the ballpark like when we were kids and you'd punch out the card. But not as much support for Ben Rice as he should have gotten because he's having a terrific year.
He's like 600,000 votes behind.
Unbelievable. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes.
Yeah, Detroit has not been kind to him. This is a really good split that has some tailing action, some sink to it. He's thrown him away. He's thrown him up. He's pitched him down and in. He's really moved the ball around well on Ben Rice.
Here's Dominguez, 1 for 2. Fouled away. He doubled in the first inning, struck out in the 3rd. Speaking of the All-Star game, Mize made his first All-Star game last year at the age of 28 years old. Very close. Volpe just got back. Let's see if they're going to challenge. They will not. And Casey Mize said, if you asked me when I was 21 how many All-Star games I would be at, I'd say a lot. He said, if you asked me when I was 25, I might have said 0. Runner goes, throw to second. Got him. That's a perfect throw by Dingler.
Well, he has great arm strength. It's just his transfer sometimes is fairly slow, but he gets rid of this one really quickly. A good pitch to throw on. You see the arm strength, and he puts it right on the money. Probably about the only place that it's going to get Anthony Volpe if it's down right where you make the tag. If it's up, he's safe. But catchers want the ball up because you can start moving your feet early and you can cheat.
Grounded. Foul. Grab there by Torkelson.
Him and Shea Langoliers both having great years. I would think they both would be at the All-Star game.
1-2 on Dominguez. Grounded. Worm burner right to Lee. And that'll do it. No runs to hit. Nobody left. We're halfway through. It's time to name that Yankee. Brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. 246 hitter, 450 hits, 115 home runs. Started with the Yankees, came back to the Yankees in 2010, so that means Joe Maddon's done. And spent the bulk of his career with the Tigers. McKinstry swings and misses as we start at the bottom of the fifth.
I think Troy, our producer, really tries to like needle me by always saying, "We played for you. He played for you," and it doesn't always come right to my mind.
So right now it's not there. And Troy does it in that sing-song voice too.
Oh yeah.
Playing for you.
And then he laughs at me.
Right. Now I gave you another clue that I heard in my ear.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it now, then he has the right to sing-song you.
Michael, I always have a built-in excuse, though, right? I took a lot of foul tips.
Okay.
A lot.
Grounded second base. One down here in the bottom of the fifth. And that'll bring up Ben Malgiri. And we'll take a look at his first major league hit. Optimum Fiber, famously fast replay.
Didn't take him long. First pitch he saw in the big leagues, he gets a base hit and saying, "This is an easy old game. Why haven't I been here earlier?" 18th round pick out of Northeastern. Making it look pretty simple.
And his family is sitting right behind home plate. We could see him out of our booth, and they've all got Malgiri Tiger jerseys on. Oh boy, were they happy when he got that hit. 1-1. So you know Mike Glavin, the coach of Northeastern, is probably locked into this game.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be locked into Thursday when Cam Schlittler starts against the Red Sox. What a great moment for his program. High pop-up. Jazz makes the play. Now, we mentioned earlier that Schlittler was teammates with Malgiri. It seemed like they were pretty close, Meredith.
They were indeed, and you know what? Cam Schlittler was actually supposed to throw in this series, but with the off day, the Yankees opted to push everyone back in the rotation. And I said to Cam, is there any part of you that wishes you were out there on the mound and you were able to face a former teammate and still friend? And he said, oh, he's a right-handed bat. That wouldn't have been a good matchup for him in the most humble way possible. But he did say he believes his parents, too, and his family and friends, they all know him. They're probably rooting for him, though rooting for the Yankees to win as well. Obviously, a close, tight-knit community is Northeastern, so a lot of pride going on there.
I'm sure Malgiri told Cam, "You didn't throw like this when you were in college."
And he didn't. That's what makes a draft pick and the progression through the system all the more remarkable. And A.J. Hinch is a dyed-in-the-wool platooner, so he would not be in the lineup against Schlittler.
Kerry Carpenter would have been in there. What was that you said? Die in the wool?
Dyed in the wool. Never heard that expression?
No, sir.
Did you get the answer yet?
Yes.
One-two. Swing and a miss. Strong inning for Rodon as the Tigers go down in order. We'll go to the sixth. 2-1 Detroit. Around the majors, Kyle Schwarber about as hot as you could be. Pete Alonso heating up as well. 8 home runs last 23 games. And Yordan Alvarez trying to become the American League MVP. Look at those numbers the last 20 games. We go to the sixth inning. Bellinger takes a strike, or takes a ball, I'm sorry, as we start off the inning.
I was tapping my head when you said strike.
No, it was a ball. That's a strike, 1-1. Mize, a former first overall pick, 2018 draft out of Auburn.
They had back-to-back first picks in the draft, correct? And then it was Spencer Torkelson?
Right, yep.
Yeah.
You can't miss on those first overall picks.
No.
People do, but that's got to be a layup.
Would you say that baseball is the hardest game to draft?
Yes, I do. I believe that, because you have to project. You know, I think in football you're more fully formed. Basketball, the same thing. Played him perfectly. McKinstry right there. Bellinger grounds out, but he had a big moment defensively. It's time for the mobile performance.
Yeah, this outstanding throw by Cody Bellinger. He's so accurate and gets rid of it so quickly. Gets Riley Green to end the inning. It would have made the score 3-0. Outstanding throw by Cody. His 4th assist on the year.
Goldschmidt chops one. It's going to be a very difficult play. Mize fields, fires the first. Not in time. So the 38-year-old Goldschmidt gets himself an infield hit.
You're not going to see a lot of those. I thought that was an infield hit pretty easily. He finds his ways to get hits. He's not a guy that strikes out a lot. He puts the ball in play. He's had a great month of June. He's really had a great year, except the first 25 or so at bats. It's a pretty good throw and play by Casey Mize. He almost like he's turning two, but just can't get the speedy Goldschmidt.
Running as hard as he could, Joe. And here is Jazz Chisholm Jr.
I'm guessing that little sprint there is going to get him a DH day tomorrow.
Could be. And a strike. One and one. And 1-2 on Jazz. He's 1 for 2.
Hey, Michael, you guys were talking about where guys were drafted. Well, today started the MLB draft combine, and you see George Lombard right there, the bench coach for the Tigers. Well, his youngest son, Jacob, is expected to be a first-round pick. He was on the set of MLB today, and of course, we know his other son, George Lombard Jr., who's currently out right now after jamming his fingers sliding into a base, as you see that one right there.
Confirmed. Detroit has 1 challenge remaining.
Pretty close.
Is confirmed, Michael, but George Lombard Jr. will miss a couple weeks for the Yankees, but has to be a proud father right there. Obviously, top prospect in the Yankees organization. Now it looks like his other son will be a first-round pick as well.
And I think he's projected as like top 5.
So we had George Lombard Jr. on the Hot Stove Show over the winter. We asked him if his brother is selected higher than he was, would it be a problem? He said, I will never hear the end of it.
Yeah, little brother, absolutely.
High fly ball, right field and deep. Malgiri back on the track at the wall. See ya! A home run for Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the Yankees take a 3-2 lead.
Home run number 12 for Jazz. RBI numbers 32 and 33 to give the Yankees a lead, 3-2. second hit on the night, and Aaron said, we need more, and he just got a little more.
Oh, boy. Spencer Jones swings and misses. 7 home runs, last 22 games. 0-2.
You know, I know Spencer swings and misses a lot at that pitch, but a lot of hitters do. And it's just learning to not swing at it.
One and two. Jones struck out and singled. Swing and a miss. Jones down on strikes, 2 away.
Now here's the home run hit by Jazz. It's a little backdoor breaking ball, and he wanted it further away from him, and it ends up just in a terrible spot. Middle, about 2 inches above the knee, and Jazz, who's got great power. I mean, you think about the power that he has for his frame. It's really incredible. He's got great bat speed.
Caballero takes up and in.
Here it is again, a little bit above the knees, and we all know that left-handers love the ball down. Guys with a little bit of an uppercut love the ball down, so they can do that.
1-1 on Caballero. Fouled off the foot of Caballero. Rolls all the way out to McKinstry at short.
I'm telling you, there's so little that a trainer can do for that. It's really just to give you time and to try to get the feeling back in your feet. I'm so glad I never did that, Michael.
You really didn't?
No, I did not. Because I think I stayed inside the ball. You know, I always tried to hit it to right and didn't roll over the top of it and pull balls a lot. You're going to see he gets out in front of this ball and hooks it. Oh, boy. Telling you, it never hits the pad. Where's Gene Monahan with the cold spray that they used to use?
Ethyl chloride. I guess now we know it didn't work.
All that matters is we thought it worked.
He loves the spotlight. Let's put it that way. He gets called into the manager's office about the lollipop, and then he gets the home run, and he shows the lollipops to the camera. Line drive. It's a base hit. A lot less pain on the foot right now. As he makes a big turn, he'll stop right there.
And what's good is I didn't see him limping as he was running. He was thinking 2 out of the box, which is tells you he got the feeling back, and you're not too worried about his foot. I mean, he's going to make a pretty good hard turn here. Think about it. Think about it. Nope, nope. I can read the throw. I'm going to go back.
And that's a base hit that knocks Mize out of the game. So with Wells coming up, they'll call on the left-hander Holton. Yankees lead this one 3-2. We're in the 6th. Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Lincoln Financial. Make your pastimes last a lifetime. by Hyundai. Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. Visit Hyundai.com for more information. And by Mohegan Sun, beyond your wildest. Well, the Yankees take the lead on the 2-run home run by Jazz Chisholm. The single by Caballero knocks Mize out. So now they go to one of the 3 lefties in the bullpen, Tyler Holton.
Yeah, in the month of June, he's been pitching really, really well. An ERA of 1 in 9 innings.
And that one is laced to left field. On the run is Green, and he's going to be able to get there, and it goes to the wall. Caballero rounds third. He's going to come around. The throw is not nearly in time and cut off by Torkelson. It's an RBI double for Wells, and boy, did he need that. It's 4-2 Yanks.
Yeah, that's a big hit. Make it 4-2, and it's really important that they get this bat going, because this is a bat that was, for catchers, was like 5th in home runs, 7th in RBIs last year, and it's been a struggle. See, Tyler Green tries to catch it, but because he didn't take an angle to cut it off, it gets to the fence, and that allows Caballero to score. It does look like that foot is bothering him a little bit. Wells fired up. That's great. Keep adding on.
Here's Volpe. And a strike. Volpe's 2 for 2. Yankees now have 9 hits. One and one.
He likes that cutter in on right-handers a lot. Then he's got a changeup and a sweeper. See, that's first extra base hit in over a month.
Big cut by Volpe, 1 and 2.
This is where you got to find a way to put it in play and think small. Think through the middle of the field. He might throw that cutter inside to you, but you can fight it off. Take it through the middle, get another RBI.
Swing and a miss. Now, Anthony Volpe said, wait, he tipped that ball. He's standing there telling the home plate umpire, he said, that hit the dirt. But to no avail. Doesn't it seem as if Alex McKay is buying? So Volpe is down on strikes. But the big blow in the inning from Anthony Volpe's double play partner. Lollipop got him in trouble. A home run probably got him out of trouble. But still, it comes back to the lollipop, doesn't it? Double bubble trouble. Yankee fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on the 4th of July to celebrate the country's 250th birthday and get a special Yankees cap. First 18,000 guests in attendance receive a red, white, and blue Yankees cap, courtesy of Baby Ruth. Tickets going fast, so get your tickets today at Yankees.com. Well, the Yankees got Carlos Rodon the lead. It's now 4-2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Dingler leads off, takes a pitch outside 1-0. Foul back.
Carlos has done a nice job of keeping his pitch count down. Only 75 coming into this inning. Get through this inning, possibly a little bit next inning, and turn it over to the bullpen for a win.
Changeup, good weapon, 1 and 2.
If he would have thrown him that changeup on that where he threw him 3 in a row, he's out. That one had the best movement of all so far tonight.
And that one is crushed into left center field. It's going to be past Bellinger and go all the way to the wall. Dingler will start up the 6th inning with a cracking double into left center field.
Well, he's a really good fastball hitter, and this is probably not even a strike. It's chest high right down the middle, where a lot of guys you will get to swing right through this. Not Dylan Dingler. He is a very, very good hitter. He's having a great year, and he leads this 6th inning off with a hard double in the gap.
So here's Vierling, 0 for 2 against Rodon. And a changeup, drops in for a strike.
Veerling off of lefties hits breaking balls better than anything. Weakest on fastballs. Carlos has thrown him a number of fastballs tonight.
Yankees up 4-2, bottom of the 6th. Runner at second, nobody out. Pitch to Veerling. Throws that slider, swings over the top of it, 0-2. Line drive, it is a base hit to left field. Dingler scores easily, cut off by Bellinger, then he bobbles, and that allows Veerling to get to second with an RBI, and it's 4-3.
Well, he went back to that slider. He just didn't get it down as much. It's probably a strike right down the middle. It's knee high. It's not a terrible pitch, but I know that he wanted it down and in more. You see Cody doesn't come up with it cleanly. I think with Veerling's speed, he probably still ends up at second base. And now you have the tough left-hander up in Green, who's had a very good year.
Scored a double and an RBI. Green's walked twice. Upstairs. Dialed it up to 97. And Wells is going to go out and talk with Rodon. Probably give the Yankee bullpen time to get ready.
Yeah, I would think they would want him for Torkelson, who is up next.
Torkelson's on deck. Conference is broken up on the mound. Tying run at second base, nobody out. Cuts through the fastball. 1-1.
It's pretty even splits right there. Same OPS, left-handers and right-handers.
1-2.
Last 2 hits have been with 2 strikes. He's got to find a way to put Green away here. See if he can get a strikeout here.
It's a nice block there by Wells, keeping the runner at second.
Went with the changeup. Green is a pretty good breaking ball hitter off of lefties, and his breaking ball has been somewhat inconsistent. And he went with the changeup.
Rodon steps off.
I'm guessing, Michael, he stepped off because he changed his mind on what pitch that he wanted to throw.
That's the one he wanted to throw. Gets him on the slider. Didn't have a drop to it. It was actually up in the zone.
Yeah, it was probably a pretty good pitch to hit.
Well, with Torkelson coming up, that's going to do it for Rodon. Boone signals to the bullpen. Yankees leading by 1. Tigers have the tying run in scoring position at second base. That'll do it for the Yankee lefty. Well, check out the Yankee bullpen budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. They used 2 pitchers last night, Blackburn and Yarbrough. Essentially, they're longer relievers. Everybody else is good to go, and the first guy who gets the call is Fernando Cruz.
Well, he's had a very good year, and his 26 runners stranded is tied for the lead in Major League Baseball. In his 8.1 inch average miss on his split is the best of any pitch when it comes to off speed in the major leagues.
It's an incredible
That's
amount
a
to
big
miss.
miss.
The pitch.
Yeah, and that's why we call it that pitch.
That pitch. Runner at second, one man out. Bottom of the sixth. Started him with a fastball and fouled it off. Big spot in the game for Cruz. Trying to hold on to the lead. It's 4-3 Yankees. Lays off the splitter. Checks the swing. Alan Porter agrees.
Torkelson is a good low ball hitter, but I believe that you still have to throw him your split because it's that good. Because you expect the split to be down. I don't care. That's your best pitch. That's what you have to get him out with.
With the splitter, it almost becomes a guessing game because most of the time the splitter is going to be out of the strike zone.
Correct. And that's why it's so important for him to get ahead in the count.
Kerry Carpenter on deck to pinch hit for Jones. That time the slider is taken 3-1. Nice crowd here at Comerica getting into it. Looks at a fastball strike, 3-2.
Yeah, I don't think Carpenter, or excuse me, Torkelson expected that. I think he expected to see something off speed. Now he has no idea what he's going to throw him. And that was paint.
And the payoff, swing and a miss on the splitter. Torkelson down on strikes.
You know what Cruz does really well, Michael? He does a really good job of getting on the mound and looking at the hitter right away and making the hitter stand there a long time before he throws it.
So with Carpenter coming up to pinch hit, Matt Blake goes out to talk things over with Cruz. They have three lefties on the bench, so Carpenter's one of them, then Colt Keith and James Outman. And the backup catcher, right-handed batter, Jake Rogers, also on the bench.
Yeah, AJ is quick to pinch hit, and he doesn't worry about later on in the game what your closer is or what your setup guy is. He's looking to get the lead, and he's going to take advantage of, I like this matchup better than what I might get later on in the game. He'll go through some pinch hitters.
Want to know? Carpenter has 10 home runs this season, all against right-handed pitching. He doesn't see much action against lefties. The 1-0. 2-0. Julio Lee is on deck.
And the question is, would he hit Colt Keith? Hendrick is up in the bullpen.
So 3-0 on the pinch hitter Carpenter.
Thing is, Hendrick can't come in until McKinstry. So he would have to face a lefty if he pinch hits for Lee.
Ball 4. 4 in a row out of the zone. So first and second, 2 outs. And looks like they're calling Lee back. And it is going to be Colt Keith. And because of the 3-batter rule, you have to keep Cruz in to face Lee. Brent Hedrick will come in for McKinstry. And Boone's hoping that is in the 7th inning. So Wells goes out and talks with Cruz, go over how they're going to pitch to Lee, or check that to Keith.
Colt Keith, another guy that's really struggled against left-handers. 091 so far this year, but he's hit 270 against right-handers, so he's had some success.
So Cruz came in to strike out Torkelson with a runner on second and 1 out. Walt Carpenter now has to face the pinch hitter Colt Keith. First and second. 2 men out. Pitch. 5 straight out of the zone by Cruz.
Can't give in here at any point. I know you don't want to put the winning run in scoring position on second by walking the next guy, but you cannot give in.
6 in a row. 2-0 on Keith.
I think Keith is going to be pretty aggressive here. I would think about throwing him a split, because I would think that 2-0, he's throwing me 2 fastballs. He's throwing me another one.
7 in a row out of the zone, 3-0. If you're Hinch, do you green light him thinking he's going to get a fastball?
Yes, I do. Because if not, you're going to see Hedrick versus McKinstry, and I don't think they will pinch hit for him.
And he gets the fastball right down the middle, 3-1. Runners lead. 3-1 pitch. Another fastball swings through, and the count is full. Yankees 4, Tigers 3. Yankees scored 3 in the top of the 6th. Tigers have answered with 1 in the bottom of the inning, looking for more. Runners will go. 3-2, 2 outs. Chop foul.
I don't know if I've ever seen him throw so many fastballs in a row. What is that, 6? Just to this hitter?
Yep.
I mean, if he's ever set up for a split, it is right now.
Grounded first base. Goldschmidt goes to the bag, and Cruz gets the job done. Tigers strand 2. It's 4-3. Well, the Yankees return to Prime tomorrow to take on the Tigers. Don't miss a minute of the Yankees beginning at 6. Only on Prime. Ryan Weathers against Tarek Skubal. Ben Rice leads off against Tyler Holton. And a strike. Rice, Dominguez, and Bellinger.
Yeah, what you're going to see to Ben Rice is mostly sinkers away and sweepers away.
Hit sharply and grabbed on the short hop by Torkelson. on the glove side. One down. Hit it well.
Yeah, really good play. I mean, that ball was smoked. He was aggressive. He came and got it before the hop got too long. You're going to watch this. Oof. That's got a chance to be a double if he doesn't come up with that.
So from the right side, Dominguez swings and misses. Keith stays in. He plays third. McGonigal moves from third to short. McKinstry moves from short to second. Oh, and 2. Swing and a miss. Got him on a change. 2 away.
Yeah, pretty good change after throwing him some cutters middle in to speed him up, and he has the good fade with that changeup, and he's just out in front. Can't slow his bat up enough, and it ran off the plate too much.
One and 0.
You know, it's interesting. He has the sinker that he only really throws to left-handers, and the cutter only to right-handers. You would think that he would throw some sinkers to right-handers, but he doesn't.
Brooklyn Nets have made their selection in the NBA draft. 6th pick, Michael Brown Jr. from Louisville. High drive down the right field line, but foul. Brown's a point guard. A lot of upside for him, and that's what the Nets were looking for with that 6th pick. And with the deal yesterday where they got Julius Randle, they also have the 28th pick in the first round.
He had 5 first-round picks last year?
Mm-hmm. 3 and 2. And Bellinger works a walk. And here comes A.J. Hinch with Goldschmidt coming up. He's going to go to his right-hander. So Holton gets 2 outs in the 7th, leaves a run on first base. Yankees are leading this one 4-3. With Paul Goldschmidt duo, we're cooking up something special with Hexclad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. So this is slug by pitch type. His best slug pitch is a fastball this year. Off speed at 444, breaking ball at 439. But he's better than all on all of those pitches from last year. And he's going to face now the right-hander Kyle Finnegan.
Yeah, who's actually had a good year. The Tigers bullpen in this streak in June has been outstanding. #1 in baseball the last 17 games, coming into tonight with a 1.95. Finnegan's been part of that. You see the low ERA. Few too many walks, not enough Ks, but he finds a way to get out of it. Houdini maybe, Michael.
Goldschmidt had a slow rolling base hit right before Chisholm's home run, so that was a big blow in the game. That was in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, really a pretty good splitter. He'll throw it from the first pitch all the way throughout the at bat. His fastball will get up to 98. Has a slider. It's an average slider, but his split and his fastball are his 2 pitches.
So he walks a lot of guys in addition to striking out a lot. So 14.6 strikeout rate, 15.9 walk rate. And that's the 5th highest in the American League.
Yeah, he's had his problems with his command. But he has been better in the month of June.
He was so good down the stretch last year. The Tigers signed him to a 2-year, $19 million deal.
He was pretty good in Washington too, you know, when he was traded for. So you start putting him and Vest and Kenley Jansen together, and you can see why their bullpen is pretty good.
Yeah, in 2024, he was an all-star with the Nats. He had 38 saves. One-two. Swing and a miss. Got him. On the slider. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left. Time for the stretch in Detroit. Four 9-0 Yanks, 3-6-0 Tigers. Rodon went 5 1/3. Mize 1 out longer. Jazz Chisholm, the big 2-run home run, and Dylan Dingler 2 for 3, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. Next up out of the Yankee bullpen is Brent Hedrick.
Man, has he been good his last 15 outings. A .69 ERA. Been really a revelation this year. He has been outstanding.
Here's McKinstry. Fouls it back.
You always got to worry about the bunt with McKinstry, especially leading off an inning. He knows how to handle the bat. You see Caballero playing pretty shallow in.
Goldschmidt is deep at first, so a drag bunt would work.
See that 53? That's because of you, Michael.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How about the other outs? The 1-1. 2-1. It's strange. He platoons everybody, but he lets McKinstry staying against a couple of lefties. Started him against a lefty. I guess he's just limited.
He just
has
doesn't
on the
have
bench.
another
Yeah.
infielder.
Two and two.
At one point they had Zach Short here that would come in some of these situations, but he's not here. They have a backup catcher who's right-handed, and they have James Outman who's left-handed, who I would think would hit for Veerling possibly if Veerling's facing a right-hander.
So the count is full. He does not want to lose McKinstry. Bottom of the 7th inning, Yankees lead 4-3. Fouled away. McKinstry plays all over. At least 70 career games at third, second, short, and both corner outfield spots. Chopped towards second. Chisholm underhands it to Goldschmidt, 1 away.
I think you have to be careful to Malgeri the first pitch. We've seen he'll jump over a first pitch fastball. He did it in his first AB off of Carlos Rodon, and he does have power. Be careful this first pitch here.
Hit .323 with a .430 on base percentage at AAA against left-handers. That's why he's up. Oh and 1. So he did jump on the first pitch.
I've been really impressed this year by Hedrick's ability to hit the outside corner down and away to right-handed hitters. That's a pitch that he has been really good at.
Splitter there.
And it plays right off of it.
Line drive. It is a base hit to right field in front of Dominguez. So Malgeri picks up his second hit in his first big league game.
Yeah, they've given up a number of hits on 2 strikes. Carlos did it in the inning, then he gave up a run in the 5th. And here you look at this, he's trying to go in and he leaves it out over the plate. Malgeri has shown that he is willing to take the ball the other way.
And here's McGonigal. 1-0. Yankees trying to break their 3-game losing streak. Tigers trying to extend their 4-game winning streak. Dropped a slider in for a strike, 1-1. Ripped to right field, and Dominguez shoestrings it. He's going to try for the double play, and he's going to get it. Malgeri went too far off, thought it was going to fall in, and Dominguez turns it into a 9-3 double play.
Question is, did he catch it?
Everybody's still standing around. Not sure if the Tigers are going to challenge.
Looks like he did. This will be interesting. I mean, do you give him second base? Because he was going back to first on his own.
Challenging the catch.
Now that's umpire's discretion.
Yeah.
Hard to tell from that angle.
Yeah, they just showed one up on the board that it looked like he might have trapped it. But Malgeri, to me, was going back to first base.
But that was only after he thought he caught it.
Well, here's Malgeri, and it looks like he's now turning around. And I don't think he's looking at the umpire to see, do I go back? I think Malgeri thought he caught it as well. This could take a while.
It's a tough call because you're not sure if it hit the front of the glove and bounced in or if it hit the grass and bounced in. Lot riding on this.
So here's the angle they had on the board.
Yeah, I think that might have got the glove.
I think it's a catch, yeah. I think you're going to have a hard time overturning this.
Looks like it went into the pocket, Joe.
Yes, it does. But he didn't come up just firing to first. He kind of looked around a little bit.
Well, the umpires are just listening to back in New York right now.
I told you that was my dream, Michael, to be able to yell at the umpires back in New York when they made a call I didn't like. To run up and get on the headset.
Here's Alan Porter. We'll find out.
After review, call on the field stands. It is a catch. Detroit loses their challenge.
Not only is it a catch, but it's an inning-ending double play. 9-3, and the Tigers lose their challenge. We go to the 8th. Bottom of the 7th ended the Powerball double play. Double your play with Powerball double play for just $1 more. Try it today, New York Lottery. Can you imagine?
What a play by Jason Dominguez and a really good, strong, accurate throw. The Yankees outfielders have thrown 2 runners out now, and you get a line drive double play. Rondon gets. Interesting outs tonight.
Finnegan stays in, and he deals a strike to Jazz Chisholm. Jazz is 2 for 3 post lollipop. Take a look at the Spectrum exit velocity on that Jazz home run. 107.4, traveled 403 feet, hit it to a deep part of the park in right center. One and two. Four-3, Yankees lead, 8th inning. And that's going to be challenged by Dingler.
The catcher is challenging.
He's not correct. They're out of challenges.
He's correct.
Ball's overturned. The batter is out. Detroit has 2 challenges remaining. 1 challenge remaining.
I think when you miss your spot by that much, it's hard for the umpire to see if it's a strike, the catcher moving so much.
Here's Spencer Jones, 1 for 3, single and 2 strikeouts. He goes around, 0-1. One. Swings over the splitter, 1-2.
His stuff is really good tonight. He's featured all 3 pitches, fastball up to 98, the good split, threw a good slider to Goldschmidt.
Saw Manuel De Jesus warning for the Tigers, another one of their left-handers. Casey Mize started, then Tyler Holton, and now Kyle Finnegan. Swing and a miss. Jones down on strikes and loses his helmet.
Yeah, just a high fastball that gives all hitters trouble, and you can see that he just swings underneath it a little bit, which what the pitchers are trying to get you to do as a hitter, and that helmet still doesn't stay on.
Pretty slick by Dingler. He catches the ball and the helmet. There's Caballero. The run he scored in the 6th, that's the difference in the game right now. Yankees up by 1, 4-3. Got him again.
Oh boy.
On the foot again. See if we got him on the same one.
I think it's time that he adds to that shin guard that it covers his foot as well. Looks like he got on the inside, right, Michael?
Yep.
Oh, the back foot? Yeah, the inside of that left calf that got him on a little bit.
So earlier he fouled it off, looked like the toe of his left foot. Now the pain is creeping up.
I like his shoes. You like his shoes?
I do.
Yeah.
I was noticing them. Kind of an Independence Day theme coming up on July 4th. Red, white, and blue action. So he walks it off. Count 1-2. Top of the 8th inning. 4-9-0 for the Yanks. 3-7-0 for the Tigers. Caballero drove in a run with a ground ball to third in the 4th, then single to left in the 6th, and that was the last batter that Casey Mize faced. They brought in Holton, and he served up an RBI double to Wells. That made it 4-2. Tigers came back with a run in the bottom of the 6th, and that's where we are right now at 4-3 in the 8th. 2 outs, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Caballero down on strikes. Finnegan strikes out the side. Faced 4 batters, 4 strikeouts. It's time for the Mercedes-Benz Road Ahead. Finale of this 3-game set tomorrow will be on Prime. It'll be Weathers against Skubal. Then 4 games at Fenway against the Red Sox. And it's back to the Tigers again. They come to Yankee Stadium Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then the Twins a couple of weekends from now. Hedrick remains in, and he deals a strike to Dylan Dingler to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Dingler, Bierling, and Green, 2, 3, and 4 in the order.
Have to keep the ball away from him in this situation. Don't give him anything in, middle in.
Up the middle and through for base hit.
Well, he's been extremely hot in June, and the Yankees did a great job on him yesterday where he was 0 for 4. Today, he's 3 for 4 with 2 singles and a double. He did keep him in the ballpark. Got a ground ball, but it's just right through the middle. He hits the ball hard.
One and 0. Bierling an RBI double in the 6th, 1 for 3. Skied the other way and out of play.
He hit a slider that was middle down off of Carlos Rodon, and he's a pretty good breaking ball hitter off of lefties. Not so much split and fastball, but sliders pretty good.
Swing and a miss. Now, Hedrick's pretty good against righties, but the fact that he's not going to a righty when you have Dingler and Bierling leading off tells you he's not that comfortable with De Los Santos or Doval.
No, I think absolutely right, and I think Bednar is up for Torkelson if there's 1 or 2 outs.
Right.
I don't think he would ask him to get 6 outs.
Swing and a miss. Bierling strikes out, goes down to 1 knee, 1 away.
Really good split finger to finish him off. Actually threw him. He got a slider that he got to chase before that. You see the split below the zone.
So here's Riley Green. No contact night. Struck out, walked twice. Dingler doesn't have a big lead at first. Pitch is low and blocked there by Wells. That's what's left in the bullpen. I think Hedrick's going to go right to Bednar. That one is driven to center field. Spencer Jones got a late jump, but hauled it in. Kind of froze and then backed up.
Yeah, and that's what you're really taught to do on line drives, hit at you when they're straight at you, because you don't really have any depth perception when they're straight at you. Did a really good job of freezing, finding the baseball, going back to get it, and it looks like he's going to make a change.
Well, they're going to ask Bednar to get 4 outs, the final out of the 8th and then the 9th. The first one up will be Torkelson. Torkelson against Bednar. Yankees leading by 1. Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Learn more at genesis.com. And by Optimum Fiber, famously fast fiber internet. Still not dark here
It's amazing,
in
isn't
Detroit.
it?
Yeah, it is.
9:15.
Here's David Bednar. He's had 9 consecutive scoreless appearances, 14 of 16 in save situations, and this certainly is that. Yankees trying to snap their losing streak. It'll be Bednar against Torkelson. What we see with Bednar, with the 9 straight scoreless appearances, he's kind of not shelved completely, but he has not been using the breaking ball all that much.
Well, he got in a rut, Michael, where he was starting too many hitters off, and hitters started looking for it. And I still think it's an effective pitch for him, but he got in a pattern, and he got beat a couple times in that pattern, and he went away from it. But I think his fastball has been better, and his split has been better, and he's relying on those 2 pitches. Terrain got him in Milwaukee.
Grounded, foul. High pop-up. Who's going to get it? All the infielders converging, and it's Goldschmidt that makes the play. No runs a hit, 1 man left. It's time to name that Yankee. Joe managed him. Joe had him as a coach.
Marcus Thames. Love that guy. Good old Marcus.
First home run against Randy Johnson. I'm sure that's on the vault.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. There it is. And there it goes.
That's a long home run, too.
Good guy. Off a Papelbon. Pretty good numbers with the Yankees, and their hitting coach from 18 through 21. Assistant coach 16 and 17.
I can tell you he's one of the nicest guys I've ever been around. Love Marcus. Great family man.
Emmanuel De Jesus will take over. Another lefty. Wells leads off. It'll be 8-9 and 1.
He's a guy that gives them multiple innings. Some throw 3 innings against Tampa. He's really efficient. 5 different pitches. Up to 96 miles an hour. Strike thrower.
One and 2. Two and 2. Foul ball. Sounds like a broken bat. He's not getting another one.
I like that though, Michael, because he was on time for that heater.
Swing and a miss. Last 5 Yankees have struck out. Fans, when you get Gotham, you get live games and exclusive Yankees content. Download the Gotham Sports app to stream highlights, player interviews, podcast, original series, and so much more. And it's all free to access with an eligible TV subscription, so sign in today. Anthony Volpe takes high. One and one.
I don't remember the last time that I've seen the Yankees have 2 challenges left in the 9th inning.
Right back to De Jesus. And maybe last night caught their attention because they lost a game on a ball that was clearly outside. They didn't have a challenge left. Well, fans, the next game on Yes is Thursday as the Yankees and the Red Sox reignite the rivalry with the first of 4 at Fenway Park. The extended coverage starts at 5 with first pitch scheduled for 7:10 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Did you see that loss yesterday? 8 consecutive hits to close the game by the Rockies.
And it's only the 6th time since 1969 there was a game winner on a triple where they were 3 down 2 runs or more. And the first person to do it since 1969 was Joe Torre.
Wow.
I didn't think of Joe as a triple hitter.
No, no. One. Rice is 0 for 4 tonight. Couple of strikeouts, fly ball to left, the ground ball to first. Hit the ground ball to first very well, but a nice play by Mike Torkelson. Two and two. If you look ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it's Carpenter, Keith, and McKinstry. And if anybody gets on, Malgeri is there, but they might send up Outman against the right-hander Bednar.
I think I would have to leave Malgeri in.
Really?
I would. I mean, Outman has struggled.
He lived up to his last name. But they know better than us how he does against right. We know he does very well against lefties.
He pretty good year against righties too.
The 2-2. Left field. Green will put it away. So De Jesus retires the Yankees in order. Bednar will try to close it out. Bottom of the 9th coming up. Well, fans, after the final, I'll get highlights, analysis, clubhouse interviews, and we'll hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. That's all coming up on the W.B. Mason Yankees postgame. This is the 11th time since he's joined the Yankees that Bednar has had a second up, they call it, where he had to get an out in the 8th, at least one out in the 8th, and then stay in for the 9th. And in those 10 games, previously 10 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. And he still closed out a win after both of those runs. 2 walks and 14 strikeouts. Carpenter will lead it off here in the bottom of the 9th. Tigers down by 1. And a strike.
Pretty good fastball hitter, especially inside. I was surprised he took that pitch there. Good power. Doesn't really play against left-handers. Does all his damage against righties.
The 0-1 off the glove of Wells. 1-1. Yankees have 4 runs on 9 hits. The Tigers 3 runs on 8 hits. Tigers led this game 2-0 after 3. Yankees got a run in the 4th. make it 2-1. Then they had 3 in the 6th to make it 4-2.
There's your curveball, Michael.
There it is. And the Tigers had 1 in the 6th to make it 4-3. That's where we are.
This is outstanding. It just almost stops and falls straight down. That way he can get him out with the split if he wants. He hasn't shown him that pitch yet.
The 1-2. Driven to center field. Jones back. He has plenty of room out there. It's 4-12 to dead center. And he puts it away for the first out.
A lot of fly balls go out there to die, Michael. That's for sure. Just looks like he hit it a little bit off the end of the bat. Didn't quite get it all. A lot of times outfielders will play a little bit deeper in these situations because you don't want to give up doubles and triples. Bednar gets the first out.
Here is Colt Keith. Oh and 1. Hit sharply. Jazz Chisholm gobbles it up. And the Tigers are down to their final out.
So I look at this situation, Michael, and the only ball that I think Zach McKinstry can hit out is a slow breaking ball that you throw into him. I would stay away from that. Throwing splits away, fastballs away, and you can throw your fastball to me, you can throw it up to him. Just don't give him something slow in that he can pull and get the head out.
1-0. McKinstry with 2 home runs and 11 ribbies, 1 for 3 tonight, scored a run. Swings over the splitter, 1-1. And now the Tigers are down to their final strike. One-two count. Bednar trying to close it out. 2-2. Rodon would get the win. And the Yankees would stop their 3-game losing streak. And the 2-2. Foul back, still alive.
Good job of changing speeds there. He had thrown him a number of splits in a row, and he started to kind of take the ones that were below the zone. Now he's sped back up. Will he go to another split?
Big time battle.
Kinstry's tough to strike out. I mean, that's what he does. He's one of those hitters that has to put the ball in play to be successful, in a sense, because he's not going to hit a lot of home runs, so he's got to do the little things.
And the pitch. Fly ball, left field. And putting it away is Bellinger, and the Yankees hold on and win 4-3. Good job by Bednar nailing down the save. Yankees break their losing streak, and they even the series at a game apiece. The big home run by Jazz Chisholm Jr. helped them along the way.
A really good job by the bullpen. Carlos Rodon got him into the 6th inning. Big hit by Jazz Chisholm. Big RBI double for Austin Wells. Really a good game because you're facing a tough cookie tomorrow in Scooball. Good win tonight.
So he goes from the lollipop gate to a big blow to win this game for the Yankees. Jazz Chisholm Jr., a flair for the dramatic, likes the spotlight, and seems to do quite well in it. Yankees win this one 4-3. We have so much more to go. Of awards to give out, and then a big post game after that. Stay right here. Yankees win.